All right, guys, welcome back. And now I have fixed that issue. It was just a permission issue that I fix it by allocating the right permission through my admin account. And remember, I'm using the account which has some powerful permission, but no, obviously it's not my AWS admin account. And that's a general practice. Never ever use your root account for these sort of activities. Always create the other accounts that you can use for your day-to-day operation, right? It's a best practice, and it will even reduce the damage if anything compromised, right, from the security perspective. All right, so we can see we have the VPC, but obviously it is not functioning because we don't have anything inside the VPC, right? So VPC is more like the ground on which you're gonna build your tenancy or your full network environment, and that contains I would say subnets, and subnets are more like you have one full ground of dedicated to a network. Now you need to split it. Okay, what kind of areas I need to build it, and that's what we call it as a subnet, right? So in the previous video we built the VPC. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna build these subnets, right? So if I come in here and if I just hit subnets, one interesting thing you're gonna see in here that AWS is generous, like it always give you the default subnets, because we all once we have an account, it always have the default VPC, and each VPC has 3 subnets, and you can see these subnets, I believe, is gonna reside into different availability zone in the same region, right? So we are in the North Virginia, which is US East 1. That's the region, and under this region we have multiple, I would say, availability zones, and you can see we have tag we have split these subnets by the availability zone. So one is in 1E, 1A, and 1F, and you have the similar option you can create. Oh, by the way, we have 6. Sorry, we have 6. So you can see we have 6 subnets, and that's purely from the fault tolerance and high availability perspective, right? It will allow you. So if one zone is down, at least we have the servers running from the other availability zone, right? So that's we normally do it from the high availability perspective, right? Which is obviously it's way hard to do in the on-premises networks, right? So keep in mind, these are the advantages where cloud is really now shining with most of the enterprises. Like you can see it how easily to implement the high availability and fault tolerance in the cloud based networking environment, right? So now because we are not going to use this default one, what I'll do, I'll just go and I'm going to say, yeah, create a new subnet. So, and now it will show me, okay, because like I mentioned, VPC will give you the platform or the base network. Now you need to split it depend upon what kind of design you're gonna put in place, right? So what I'll do, I'll use the VPC that I have created, and now you can see it's showing me, okay, you have a range where half of the octets, and octets mean 8 bits, like out of 32, 16 bits are dedicated for your host, for your networks, and 16 bits are going to dedicate for your host, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually, and now that's my top range. I can build sub ranges underneath, and there's a full discussion that needs to be done to understand how the subnetting works, especially from the IP perspective. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave it that discussion for a separate video, because that's a completely separate topic. For right now, you just need to understand, once you set up the subnet, that should be the part of your VPC. It cannot go beyond your VPC IP ranges, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you. So my first subnet, which I'm going to create, let me call it development. Yeah, so you can see now I have a preference. I'm going to use the US East 1A. And you can see I'm going to use the IP world VPC block, but my subnet is going to be 0.0 dot slash 24, right? So you can see it immediately shows me that I'm able to get the 256 IP addresses, right? So if obviously my dev team is more than 256 personnel, I know that that is not gonna work. So I'll change it because right now I'm saying that, okay, use 24 bits for the networks and just use 8 bits for allocating to the to the host, which are more like the client machine that gonna be attached as part of this network, right? So just want to show you how we can change it. So for example, if I need around, I would say 500 hosts in my network, so I can, simply reduce this number and it will increase the host. So let me just show you. How about if I say just go? So you can see with by reducing it, how it's actually, because it works in the power of two. Actually, I don't go into that area. There's a full discussion, but just take my word. So you can see, yeah, how about if we just take the slash 23, right? So you can see 256, as soon as we change a number in here, the number of hosts has been increased to 512. So that's how you can play. But at this stage, I'm comfortable. I'm just going to use the 24, right? Because 256 IPs are more than enough. Now, let me show you. So we have a name, and what I'm gonna call it. The type is, because I use the type in the other one, so that's going to be pure dev, right? Because my VPC is going to contain multiple environment. One is dev and test, but this one is purely for the dev guys, which I'm creating, right? So let me just hit subnet. So it's gonna create one subnet. Obviously, if I want to make it highly available, I can create multiple subnets into other availability zone, doing the same thing, right? And you can see what I can do. I can also that is going to be. Let's create one more because that's going to be a different. Let's create similar thing. Yeah, I'm going to call it. What's the one I called it previously? Apology, I forgot the name of the previous subnet, and I can filter it, right? So what I can do, let me see, how about if I can filter based on the VPC. Yeah, let's sort it out. I think that's fine. The name is development. All right. So I'm going to because it's going to be in the availability zone as B. Right now, this time, let me just show you. How about if I give it the same side, right? I'm using the same network, but obviously it's in there a different name. So type, and I can call it. Yeah, it's also going to be dev. And let me just hit create subnets. Now you can see that it's already overlapping with the existing one, right? So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to now create it like, how about, yeah. So now you can see the first one, because I only have 16 bits. So the first network is starting with 10.0. So the next one I'm going to start with 10.1, right? And then obviously the other bits I'm using for the network in this, in this one, I'm using an additional bit for an additional octet for network, and I'm only using the last bit for my host scheme, right? Okay, so it has allowed me to create my second one. Sorry, I need to show you. So now we can see one thing, I can client filter based on the VPC. How about, right? And my VPC is good. Let's use this one. Yeah. So I can filter, because if I have so many subnets, I can do the filtering based on the VPC. Now I can see I have two subnets into different zone, and you can see one both allow 256 host to be included as part of them. So that's how you can even go, and I can create another one if I want to, right? So that's the third one which I'm gonna use it, right? So that's how generally we create the subnets in the VPC, right? So now my main VPC is ready, my subnets are ready, but obviously these subnets are unable to communicate except their local communication. So how to open this communication, that's going to be the next step, right? So please feel free to put any comments if you have, or any question, more than happy to answer. Otherwise, stay tuned for the next steps. Thanks for watching.